Didn't do that today. He swings and drives one deep to center field. Back goes McCutchen. He's at the wall. He missed it. Gomez is going to turn second and head for third. And Carlos Gomez is in with a 2-out triple. And now Garrett Cole and Gomez having some words, and the benches are going to empty. What prompted this? As Carlos Gomez is throwing punches, and now the Pirates are retaliating. We've got a full-fledged brawl at PNC Park. The bullpens are emptying.
Carlos Gomez up in the 2 spot tonight. And he hits that one high and deep left center field, way back and gone. Carlos Gomez standing there watching the baseball. And now Freddie Freeman joins in with Paul Mahalam as they shout at Gomez around the bases.
And Brian McCann, Mahalam, and Freddie Freeman very upset with Carlos Gomez. And check out McCann. Check this out.
And McCann getting face to face with Gomez. He has not stepped on the plate yet. Now Reed Johnson comes out and lands a right cross to Gomez. And the bench is clearing in Atlanta. Now the bullpens are coming in. And meanwhile, Carlos Gomez still has not stepped on home plate.
Nope, and Brian McCann did not allow him to get by him. I mean, it kind of got ugly very early. And Gomez didn't have the opportunity to step on home plate. He's going to have to do that at some point.
Still trying to restrain Carlos Gomez.
Out for Lyle Overbay.
Boy, if I'm in the middle infield right now and I'm turning double play on a ground ball, heads up Kevin Franzen.
Look at that. Gomez really went after him. Franzen looks at him as they part company, and Ian Desmond is talking to Gomez, and here come the dugouts. Good call, FP, as if on cue it happened, as Hill put a fastball into Gomez, and then Gomez really went after Franzen.
Well, you just know how Gomez plays the game, and Ian Desmond taking offense to the slide. And you knew once he got hit that he was going to go in hard. Matt Williams telling him to go back to his dugout. How about that?
8th inning over. Nothing much happens, and that's just fine. The Nats have already won the series. And there's Gomez going in, feet flying.
Wore 33 in high school, all because of Babe Ruth.
Ellsbury makes the play to retire Gomez.
It's interesting you mentioned that, Jack, because my grandson watches that movie 3 times a week.
Does he like Babe Ruth?
He mentions Babe Ruth, yeah.
And the other thing that Bird told me that I found interesting is
the Yankee dugout is shouting at Gomez right now, and now Murphy is in Gomez's face too. And right between them is Eric Cooper, and Gomez cuts the mustard, and he's known for that. And the Yankees didn't like how he ran down to first base, so somebody was chirping from the dugout. He chirped back, and Murphy was waiting for him.
Well, this is nothing new with Gomez. He's been involved in some squabbles before.
Remember, Gomez and McCann went at it in the National League when McCann was with the Braves. So not too much love lost between those two.
And now the umpires are talking it over near home plate to see if there's going to be anybody who's not going to finish this game.
There's Trout. 15-game hit streak against Kansas City, including that gigantic home run in Kansas City last year. And one in game 3 of the playoffs last year.
That's lined right back up the middle of base hit. A missile. Ventura kind of staring at Trout. Not quite sure why. And Trout's got his arms out, wondering the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Ventura that threw up and in on the previous pitch. Good luck with that battle. There's a base hit out to left center. Trout will turn and head to third. Kane bobbles the baseball, and Trout is being waved in. The throw to the plate is not in time. Albert ends up at second.
Yeah, they'll have some words for Ventura right now. Attention, here we go at this point.
Bench is clearing here. Jim Wolf, the home plate umpire, to his credit, doing a heck of a job. They're keeping everybody calm.
Well, look at Pujols right in there. Came right in from second base. Didn't like what Ventura was doing with Trout, not only with the line drive, but afterwards.
But credit Jim Wolf and Adam Hamari, the first base umpire. Here come the bullpens, and it's just kind of have to. But those two guys trying to keep both benches at bay.
I mean, there's no reason for Ventura to even say a word to Trout. And I don't blame Mike for when he came in to score that run, especially when you have that pitcher right at home plate, right next to you.
Because Ventura clearly kind of lost his head here. And for no apparent reason. He's got a cruising at 7-1 lead, throwing the ball well.
Boy, if you're a pitcher, you're dealing. You don't want to wake up this team. The Angels can come back in a hurry. 45 comebacks last year, and the slide in, Ventura's right there.
And staring at him again.
Yeah. Wise decision by Perez, too. And Wolf.
Back to Ventura, who says something to Eaton before throwing over to first. And here we go. Now, I should point out now that when the last half inning came to an end, the Royals and White Sox were screaming at each other.
Ventura gets tossed. There were no warnings issued before the game. No warnings.
I'm a little surprised that the umpires didn't do the warning after, and the fact that they tossed Ventura right away, I don't know. I disagree with that, but there's a lot of emotions and anger, especially now with a big lead like this. That's the perfect time to pick out a 5. That's what he did.
Rex, you're right. This was exactly the right time. If you're going to take care of any business, this game's now, you know, in a 5-0 situation. You don't want the situation to affect the outcome of the game, and this obviously will not make a lot of difference.
I don't agree with that ejection. I mean, sure, we know the history. Brett Laurie, by the way, went to first base as if he expected it to happen. I mean, who in their right mind did not expect something to happen?
On 0-2 count. Runner off second base. Jones will go towards third base. Donaldson, who's going to tag him, and gets the out. And Manny Machado didn't like it, and they're having words. Machado slammed the helmet down. He thought that Donaldson hit him a little too hard. Bobby Dickerson moves in to get Machado out of there. Bullpens will get their only exercise of the game as they come in. You don't usually see that play in the infield, Mike, where the infielder tags the runner rather than throwing to first.
All right. And Donaldson, he said, well, Manny's right here, so I might as well tag him. He kind of tagged him, gave him a little punch there in the stomach. And Manny ended up getting off balance, and I think obviously took offense to that one. Making sure of the tag.
First time these teams have met, always good to keep things interesting right from the get-go. 2-1, Hayes.
Legs brushing Manny Machado back.
There goes the bat. You know where that bat was intended to go? To the pitcher. And that's why Norris, that's why the catcher rather jumped out in front, and here they go. Buck Showalter trying to push the A's away. Bullpens are coming. Machado thought he was thrown at, and on that swing, he let that bat go, intending it to go to the mound. It ended up going to third.
Yeah, I hope that wasn't intentional. That wouldn't be good. He turned and said to the catcher that it slipped, but it's been a rough series in that regard. That did not look good.
No, that was, I mean, I can't read people's minds, but if I'm an umpire, that was intended.
Yeah, the ball was kind of by him when he let that bat go.
And he looked right out at the mound. Have won the only game this year, 8-2. Machado and a check swing, went around. He's gone. You can't do that, Manny. You just can't do that. Understandably upset, but now the Orioles have lost their third baseman here for the rest of this ball game, slamming a bat down on the called third strike. Side is struck out, 2 by Sale, 1 by Duke. We've completed 8 here at Camden Yards, and the White Sox maintaining the lead. Here's what home plate umpire Toby Basner saw in calling the check swing strike himself, and once you do that, it's all but automatic that you sit.